Good day everyone and welcome to EQ Smart. Today I'm just wanting to talk about anger and our response system to anger and how we often left feeling the guilty or remorseful about what we've said or done or how it hasn't gone down as well as we had kind of hoped. And when we look at anger and we try and understand the physiological responses that are happening in our body, we can get a better understanding of why we actually do what we do. If we look at anger and just the reptilian part of the brain, which is called the amygdala, which has been around for centuries, it kind of is a sense of a flight or fight or flee response, and it signals off whenever we're in an emergency situation. So any kind of anger, stress or anxiety will signal off that part of the brain, which doesn't allow for rational thinking, but allows us to either fight in the situation or run away or sometimes freeze in that situation. The problem is that centuries ago it worked really well because we didn't have the same types of stresses that we have today. We were literally, out in the wild fighting wild animals or fighting for our loved ones or fighting against other sort of groups or clans or things like that. So we didn't need the ability to be rational and allowed to think. And it's only over the years has the rational part of the brain actually developed and evolved, which is the prefrontal cortex. So if we look at anger, what happens is naturally the blood flow stops flowing to the brain because we don't need to think. So what happens is the blood flow starts pumping through to your forearms and to your legs to be able to fight the situation or run away from the situation. And that's why sometimes in situations where it's an emergency situations, people have kind of this greater amount of strength. It's literally because more blood flow is going to those regions. But what happens is it also causes your IQ to drop. So if you look at the average person who has an IQ of 100, 120, that's someone who's been able to go to school, matriculate, university. The IQ drops when we get angry due to the resultant hormones and processes happening. So your IQ can literally drop by 30 points. So what is happening, you're actually functioning at the level of someone who's intellectually disabled. And that's why it's never a good idea to react in anger. We always tell people to rather use the robot technique, which is red, stop, because you're not thinking. Yellow, orange, allow yourself time to process what is happening. Allow the blood flow to flow back to the brain. Allow for the IQ to go back. And how you do that is, if you can sleep over the event, if you can go and talk to a friend, but be very cautious what type of person you go and speak to. You don't want to speak to someone who's going to fuel your anger. You want someone who's going to give you an objective point of view, someone who's going to allow you to see it from the other person's perspective, and someone who can kind of calm you down. Another excellent thing to do is to go out and exercise to literally get rid of all those hormones that are flushing through your body, which is causing you to be kind of excited and full of adrenaline, full of energy. You want to calm down that part of the nervous system. And then when you're feeling a lot calmer or you've slept about it, you'll notice that you feel a lot calmer about the situation, a lot more rational. And then green, react when you're feeling in that, when you're in that state of mind. And then you're less likely to do something that you're going to regret. And you're able to have more of a positive conflict interaction. And remember that anger is not a negative emotion. It's an integral emotion and it's a very good emotion, but how we choose to react to anger makes it bad or good. So anger itself is a very healthy, necessary emotion. Have a good day further.